Here we are with another wood hauling video on the channel. I know that's about all you ever see on our channel is us wood hauling. Although this time, we're hauling the trailer with the wheeler again.
Because it's burning oil.
Started to smoke real bad.
Yeah, it smells bad.
Like a lot of the other ones. Oh well, we'll work on it. Okay, son, let's learn how to drive a manual.
Okay, first, you gotta make sure your rear mirror is in place. And then, I would say you would adjust the driver's side mirror. But, there is nothing there to adjust. But, the first thing you do is you put the clutch to the floor. And do that.
What was that? Where did that go?
In the first gear.
First gear. Let's see what he does here.
And you give it some gas and slowly let off.
Whoa, he stalls it.
And then
He stalls it. No.
Put it in the back in the neutral. And then I spend 5 years trying to start it again.
Okay, we'll take a moment to discuss the anti-theft devices that are in place here.
It's called not having a working key or...
So, one, this is our #1 anti-theft device. This is going to keep all millennials from stealing my truck. This is my second anti-theft device. It's going to keep all the Gen Zers from stealing my truck. And this is just going to make it to where you have to try. You really going to have to try to steal this truck.
If you really wanted to.
You're going to really have to try to teach you how to drive it. Let's count. What are we at? 4?
3.
Okay. Oh, now we're at 4. 5. I've taken the starter off and cleaned it up. Everything looks so good. I'm not going to replace it. I'm going to deal with this until it resolves itself. Lucky number 7? I lost track. Somebody will tell me, I'm sure. Okay, so this time what are you going to do?
This time I'm not going to stall it.
Okay, didn't install it this time. You got to remember though, you're pulling a trailer today.
That's new for me. Please work with me.
It's a pretty good trailer. I'm pretty sure that it's going to follow us. You are clear on both sides. Yep, here we go.
I should be in second gear already, but it's just terrible. Terrible.
Lots of big loose rocks. It's pretty bouncy, pretty rough.
It throws them everywhere. It blindsides you. But when this thing is full, it doesn't do that.
That's right. We only got a partial load.
And then pretty much none of the gauges work besides the fuel gauge. And it's still at the 1 bar to E.
Okay. We got a quarter tank of gas. And for all of you people out there wondering how much that is, that's $30. $30.
Especially out here, like in California, people are flipping out about $5 price, $5 gallon per gallon, and it's like 8 out here. So, and then like the guy who got us this truck, we traded it for he was thinking it was pretty cool to get some of this truck back together.
You're in gear. You slammed it all the way into gear. You made sure.
And then we got the radio, this stuff, and then the clock. The clock, but it doesn't work. It's a Kano clock. And then
That works. Look. Brake light. Brake check.
nothing.
So that works. That part still works.
Yeah. But then what doesn't work is the brake, the oil pressure, the temp, I have no clue what that is. And then you go up the hill, and then after you make it up the hill, am I going to be done now? You press the push to the floor, you find third gear wherever it is. Come on, third. And then you get in the third, do a gas, let off the clutch, and then you're in third gear. It's third right there.
Yeah.
And then, after a while...
Well, we're pulling a trailer today, so I don't think we're going to need fourth gear.
Yeah, probably not.
So you can just slow down right here. We'll ride third gear like you like to ride fourth gear.
Yeah.
We'll just keep her at idle speed. Whatever the spruce chicken.
And then you also see a lot of spruce chickens here in the outer part of town. And then, especially in our trail there is a popular road for spruce chickens. And then...
Another good thing about our trail is right now there appears to be gallons and gallons and gallons of blueberries.
There is. There definitely is.
So we're going to stop logging so hard and enjoy the berries soon.
Yeah. And then this truck, it has a lot of play in the wheel. And it's not the greatest truck, but it's the biggest truck in town, pretty much.
No, it ain't.
Well, not like the biggest. The second biggest. The third. It's definitely bigger than Adams. And I always thought Adams was big.
I think what he's meaning to say is there sure are a lot of half-ton pickups.
Yeah. And there really ain't no more pickups like this that run. Because there's one at the dump that's flipped over. There's another one in someone's yard that, I don't know, doesn't run, I guess. Nobody's ever seen it. Well, I haven't ever seen it drive. And then, yeah, that's like it. I don't know if there's any others. There probably is. And then, like, yeah, there's a good truck. Big old one, too. I wish the radio worked, but it doesn't.
You sure don't want me to sing to him?
No. And then, like, it would have been awesome if we got the radio and it worked, because we got the radio from...
Remember, you gotta shift a second. You gotta do it soon, too.
We got it from...
Clutch. Dude, we're gonna be going too fast.
Oh,
Slowly off the clutch. Slowly. It's gonna really rev hard and slow us down. Come off of it. Before we get any more speed. Oh, man. I didn't want to remind you because I thought you'd remember, but
I forgot.
it saved you at the last moment.
Yeah. And if anything, there's sand off to the side that will slow us down.
Yeah, because that doesn't make it any more loose in the steering wheel.
brakes sometimes. And if it suddenly broke and it went into neutral, then you would be done for. You would be flying a good 30 miles an hour down this hill without brakes. And even then, you would probably be terrified for your life because, well, it's not fun to go flying down a hill with full load. Like the full load will carry you down the hill too.
And now you go to third.
You start driving again after you get off the hill, and then you press the clutch and you go up. That was a nice.
Found third just fine. Oh, take the middle of the road. They're picking berries. Drive right beside them. Drive right around.
Are they picking berries or?
I imagine they're picking berries somewhere out there.
There's nobody in it. Oh, wait, there is somebody in it. And then you get back in the kind of the middle of the road still, and you just drive. And you drive all the way back to town, which is a good 30 minutes. And yeah, 30 minutes to drive to town from the woods to town. And then, yeah, you're at the truck. And then there's the shooting range coming up right up about. Yeah. Yeah, right there. Shooting range. It's not the biggest shooting range. It's not really the shooting ranges that's like in the city or whatever, because those are buildings. That is like a shack, except with no walls and nothing. It's just like, I don't know, something, and you shoot your guns, and there's really nothing behind it besides a couple of trees and hills, maybe a couple birds. Sometimes. I just ran over a dragonfly. Dragonflies also eat mosquitoes, and we would love to have some dragonfly visitors in the woods, because that would make life so much better.
Fun fact, dragonflies catch 90% of the prey they go after.
Yeah. And then if you're a 12-year-old driving this, you're going to need something behind you, unless you grow excessively fast. But if you don't, then you're going to need like something behind you, like a pillow. Yeah, a pillow. My dad's backpack is like a pillow. And I just ran over another dragonfly.
I don't think you ran it over.
Yeah, I might have missed it, but either way. And then that's where the old. What was that building?
No, it's just a meadow. It looks like all the rest.
But that place does get flooded after all the snow melts. And then there is another meadow behind these trees right there, and then right there, and then yeah, there's a couple meadows, and then there's a house right there, and a bigger building, shed, I think, maybe. And then there's another really small meadow. And then there's this pile of sticks. I have no clue what they did that for. What did they do that for?
they cleared it all to the center, and then they tried to burn it, but then they left it for a couple of years, and it all overgrew. I think what they were gonna do is use a dump truck to remove it with some equipment, but they never got it done.
What? Were they gonna make that a property?
Yeah.
Oh, kind of like the property that's right here.
Yep.
Except those properties are bigger.
Well, that guy definitely has the equipment to do it.
Yeah. And then there's a lot of trails that kind of lead to nowhere sometimes. Straight up nowhere.
When you're straight up in the middle of nowhere, all of your trails lead to nowhere except for two. And one goes to Nome and the other goes to Anchorage. And it's called the Iditarod Trail.
Yeah. And then there's just so many open spots. But they're not really big either. And then there's just spots where there's no open spots. And oh, hey, look, a hat. Anyways. Yeah, there's some open spots, there's non-open spots. Like some of the stuff is really thick, like that. Like you can't get through that. And then there is spots where you can fit a four-wheeler through it. And then sometimes there's spots where you can put this through it. And probably the most likely gets stuck. And then there's other times where it's just small enough, well, big enough to fit a snow machine, like my small 250 Polaris not Indy Light, Starlight. And I pretty much know everything about it. It's like 31, and it's a Polaris, and it's a 250, and it's also a Starlight. And Starlight's a nice machine. I absolutely love my machine for that. Even though it doesn't idle, it doesn't run the best, but it runs and it drives. It does run kind of good, and I'm not gonna be picky about how it runs or what snow machine I have, because that's the snow machine that I want, because it's a Starlight. And last winter we recently learned that Starlights can hold mooses. After I hit a moose, and I carried it with my snow machine, because it decided to run out in front of me with no brakes. I couldn't stop because the brake pad was worn out, worn past beyond repair. I'm gonna let off the throttle so we can just hold and stop so that we can switch. And then we are probably going to stop by the second dump. And the second dump is my favorite dump because it holds within everything that I need, like bike parts. And my dad also likes it because we got this from it. You know what?
Go ahead and park right there.
See, Toyota. There. It has a drum in the back. Somebody put the drum in the back.